Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your man, Mike P. Now, a lot of people over the course of the last week have been reacting to J. Cole's new feature that, people say it's shitty. But you know what? I think it's all on purpose. The Poopy Scoops verse, the apology to Kendrick Lamar. There's something going on here, and it's deeper than you might think. Let's talk about it. Ever since I got lucky to be connected with you beautiful people, it seems like we can't get away from the spark that lit our flames to begin with. Kendrick versus Drake. How tired are you of hearing those three words put together? Because I'm not. I'm pretty much just going to accept, I just got a haircut. I'm pretty much just going to accept this fucking, this monstrosity in between me trying to grow my hair out is just never going to change. So fuck it, right? But this time, it's not about them. Because if my memory serves me right, I believe there was a third wheel to that dinner date gone wrong. Jermaine Coleslaw, aka J. Cole. Fucking stupid. An artist that came up around the same time Drake was on the rise, signing with Roc Nation in 2009, he's released albums such as Cole World, The Sideline Story, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, and Call of Duty. Now recently, he released a 12-track project called Might Delete Later. It got a lot of buzz, obviously, because he's J. Cole, but also it was in the middle of the feud between K. Dot and Drizzy Drazzle. And on that album was a song responding to Kendrick Lamar's verse on Like That, 7-minute drill. They argue about who's the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot, is it Aubrey, or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali he was. He took shots at Kendrick, popped his shit, and stuck his flag in the ground as the #1 guy of the three for about 17 and a half hours. Soon after 7-minute drill dropped, he apologized to Kendrick in front of a live audience, telling people he felt forced to respond and basically has too much love and respect for Kendrick to continue the back and forth. And that, my friends, was the first sign of an online conspiracy going on that I am now tinfoil hat invested in. Now, props aren't taboo in hip hop. Even saying someone's nicer than you is not really laying your sword down. It's a good gesture. But man, if it ever came down to you and that artist, you go for the jugular no matter what. Bragging rights in hip hop are everything. There is no such thing as laying down musically in rap, especially if you claim to be one of the best. Now, two things can be true. One, the apology was some straight up man shit. Something that in this day and age is really rare. I mean, society is packed to the gills with clout chasing, embarrassing cornballs that understand that at this time in our society, being a bitch is cool. And with everyone around him wanting to engage with Kendrick, the fans being absolutely war ready after 7-minute drill, and the critics dying to get to the bottom of who's the best of the three, Cole made a decision based solely off heart and instinct. Unprecedented in the year 2024. But here's the second truth. In doing so, J. Cole removed the voice of a lot of his fans who take up for him in those debates. There is no such thing as that lunch table, barbershop, backyard conversation about where J. Cole stands anymore. He took that away. Regardless of how good his music is, he said without saying, "We are the big three, and I am number 3. Now, why is this relevant? Because a lot of people are saying now that this is the beginning of the fall off. Now here goes the conspiracy. You mean to tell me that this man's last project was Might Delete Later, and for the first time in his career, deletes a song off the project? You mean to tell me a man that constantly claims he's one of the nicest and subliminally dares anyone to test his pen so he could prove it, laid down that same pen and apologized to the first person who wanted to test it? You mean to tell me that after the dust settles between K. Dot and Drizzy Drazzle, one of the best pens in the world pens the absolute worst verse in his 15-year career? His verse on Grippy, genuinely terrible. Thick hips, hippie, chew on the stick, Wrigley's, believe it or not, Ripley, strictly, Dickley? By definition, an extremely lazy verse for a very non-lazy writer. I could have wrote that in my sleep, and if I did, I probably would have scared my sleep paralysis demon. For someone so well thought out with his material, it was the biggest lack of self-awareness I have ever seen. Very equivalent to Drake hopping on a trash can track from Sexy Red, thinking it would shine a bigger light on how good he was. Read the room. This was clearly not it. That man went from 7-minute drill to a feature that makes me want to drive a 7-inch drill bit through the back of my fucking skull. Horrendous. But do you know what's not horrendous? The level 7 Enigma build at sickpcs.com. Sick PCs offers a range of pre-configured gaming PCs, categorized by levels from 1 to 10, each with increasing power and aesthetics. The company follows a detailed order fulfillment roadmap. Customer places their orders, Sick PCs procures raw materials and notifies customers about their delivery dates, PCs are assembled, installations are completed, stress testing is conducted using tools like Memtest 86, Furmark, and Prime 95. The completed PCs are packaged and shipped to customers with assistance provided for initial setup. Use the promo code MikeP and get yourself 5% off all PC purchases. That is sickpcs.com, sickpcs.com. Let's get back into the video. Now listen, if I have to lean into this conspiracy to convince myself that there's a reason for all of this, I will. I honestly think this is an elaborate plan to roll out, fall off, and ride off into the sunset. Because there is no way the man is falling off before the fall off. I refuse to believe it. And am I being a little overboard? Yes. Is this a little bit of satire? Yes. But is J. Cole witty enough to pull something off as genius as this? Yes. And I'm all for it. It was an understandable apology. Obviously, deleting the song kind of comes with that apology. The feature on Grippy, I have no words for that. But I'm willing to see what comes next with his projects. It's just a really weird move to do when that is your first move since you admitted that you didn't want to make any moves in the biggest moves that were going on in hip-hop. Please let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments if you believe this conspiracy, because I mean, if I'm like keeping it like 100, it's probably not. I understand the apology. I completely understand him like deleting it after, with it being something that like, if it fucks with your spirit that much, if it fucks with his heart that much, he's obviously not going to keep something up that keeps him up at night. So like, I see him deleting it. I get it. Even though you kind of, like I said, you relinquish your position as the #1 guy. You have kind of built this hole, and every rapper does, even people that aren't in the top 3. Like, you say that you're the best. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's something braggadocio about hip hop. It's always kind of been like that, especially when you're in competition, especially if somebody calls you out. So yes, that was a very weird move, but it's understandable. Deleting the song, understandable. Grippy, I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. Obviously, I'm not J. Cole. I'm nowhere near J. Cole. I'm nowhere near as good as J. Cole. But I feel like he's made so much better decisions before. And I just don't understand the lack of like reading the room. I just don't understand why he would think that feature would be good. I mean, Strictly Dickly, bruh. Strictly Dickly. Disney Mickey. Oh my God, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And yeah, peace out.